And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on second down. McFarland. Ebron caught left side. And he coughed it up. And who's got it? The Giants.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
All right, here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again. McFarland. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, You have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now Cohen. There he goes again. And down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting them in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, all right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is out of bounds here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants are in for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 2nd down, McFarland. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. McFarland. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Operating from the gun. McFarland. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
This is Cohen. Shedding the tackle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down. McFarland, the left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, McFarland. His throw incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but Only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 3rd and 2, McFarland. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On 1st and 10, McFarland airing one out for Crook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 89 yards. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put them in the driver's seat. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got it at the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers. And
isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. McFarland, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run. This is Cohen. Shedding through the defense. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Back to throw. McFarland. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. The handoff to Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a give to Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Now let's go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx
Maybe
it?
jinx him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything to do with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reeves. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McFarland. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll drop to throw. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Back to the air on second down. McFarland toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McFarland. Now he'll let it go deep, right? It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
No, check. Patriot!
They try again with Cohen. And he's got some space here. Oh, some strong running. Through an opening, and there he goes. Washington. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
There it is, partner. You see it. Four fingers.
You're holding
what
up
does that
four
mean?
fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to Barkley on the check down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on second and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and he's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 63 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Twisting away. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watching that, Barney! Barney! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Cohen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And who's got it? The Giants!
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
The toss out to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And spins away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here. Not like the last series, it just didn't happen.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You got to have the football back for your offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. McFarland caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Move!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.